Have you ever stopped to wonder if the world you see, the life you're living, isn't just something that happens to you, but is actually coming directly from you? We're about to dive into this incredible idea that you are, quite literally, the architect of your own reality. So let me ask you this, straight up. Do you feel like you're in the driver's seat of your life? Or do you feel like you're just a passenger, getting tossed around by things outside of your control? The answer to that question is everything. And in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to take the wheel.
All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to start with how your world is basically a giant mirror. Then we'll get into the nuts and bolts of how beliefs become actual things. We'll talk about the real power of your conscious mind, how to remodel your inner world, and then we're going to expand your idea of who you even are. And finally, we'll bring it all home to the one place that matters, the present moment.
So, where do we even begin with a topic this big? Well, the very first step is to grasp this one fundamental truth. The world you see out there, it's not separate from you. It's a mirror. It's just reflecting you back to you. This is where it gets really fun. Your job, your relationships, your bank account, they're not random. They are what this source material calls living feedback. Think of it like a perfect, real-time biofeedback system. Whatever is going on inside you gets sent out as a signal, and your physical reality is just the printout. So if you want to change the printout, you've got to change the signal you're sending. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Our reality isn't built on some objective, solid truth. It's built on what we expect to be true. Our expectations are literally the paint we use to create the world we see. So the crucial question becomes, what are you expecting to see today? Okay, so if our inner world is creating our outer world, how does that actually happen? Right? What's the mechanism that takes a simple, invisible belief and turns it into a solid physical object or situation? Well, it's actually broken down into this really elegant 4-step process. So it all starts with your core beliefs, the things you just accept as true. These beliefs generate your thoughts. Those thoughts then trigger your emotions. And here's the magic step. Your feelings. They aren't just private. They have an electromagnetic reality. They're actual energy that you broadcast out into the world, and that energy organizes matter around you until it hardens into the physical stuff of your life. And if that wasn't mind-bending enough, get this. Even space and time aren't these fixed, rigid things we think they are. They are more like the software, the operating system that your consciousness uses to translate your inner world onto the 3D screen of physical reality. Okay, so if our beliefs are this powerful, then who's in charge of them? You know, a lot of modern psychology suggests we're kind of at the mercy of this huge, hidden, unconscious mind. But our source material here, it offers a completely different and way more empowering take on things. This is such a critical distinction. You've probably been told your whole life that your conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg, right? That it's basically powerless. But what if it's actually the captain of the ship? The source material says your conscious mind is the director, holding the script and giving very clear instructions to your powerful, creative inner self. And this quote just nails it. That massive creative engine inside you, it's not running rogue. It is constantly looking to you, to your conscious mind, for its daily briefing. It's asking, okay, what's the plan today? What are we believing about our health, about our money, about our value? And then it just faithfully goes out and builds that exact reality for you. So if we are the directors, how do we start rewriting the script? This is where we shift from just understanding the theory to actually putting it into practice. How do you actively remodel your inner world? It all starts with awareness. And it's actually simpler than you might think, but it does take a little bit of practice. Just start listening to your own thoughts during the day. What are the things you say to yourself over and over? I'm always so tired. I can never catch a break. Good things just don't happen to people like me. See, those aren't just harmless observations. They are powerful suggestions, instructions you're feeding to yourself. The most important step is to realize they are not true with a capital T. They're just the program you happen to be running at the moment. And wow, the difference a single belief can make is just staggering. So many of us, without even knowing it, are running some version of that first belief. But just imagine consciously choosing to adopt the second one. The source material states it as a fact. You were born into a state of grace. Imagine the completely different life that has to flow from that single powerful assumption.
Okay, so now we need to zoom out a bit and expand our idea of who you even are. Because the self that is creating all of this is so much bigger and more amazing than the personality you know from day to day.
So the soul in this view isn't some ghost hiding inside your body. It is the core conscious energy that is you. And it's expressing itself through your body. Your body, your very flesh and blood, is the soul made visible and alive in this reality. And if we zoom out even further, we get to the entity. Now, this is wild. Think of your current self as one single note in a grand symphony, while the entity is the entire symphony, a huge psychic structure made of many selves, all part of a greater whole. It just gives you a sense of the incredible scale of who you really are.
And this totally changes how we look at dreams, right? They're not just random brain noise from your day. They are a practical, creative workshop. When you're dreaming, you are literally test driving probable realities. You're exploring different paths and seeing what happens before you choose which ones to actually bring into your waking life.
Okay, we've seen that we create reality with our beliefs, that our conscious mind is the one in charge, and that our true self is vast and multidimensional. Let's bring all this incredible insight home, to the one place where you can actually make a change, right here, right now. This is such a great analogy. We are all living in a state of hypnosis, and it's induced by our own beliefs. But here's the key. You are your own hypnotist. That constant chatter in your head is just the repetition of the suggestion that keeps the trance going. And the good news? The hypnotist can change the suggestion anytime they want. This right here, this is the foundational suggestion. It's the one affirmation that can break you out of any negative trance. Not because it's wishful thinking, but because it is a statement of fact about how reality actually works. Your power is never stuck in the past or waiting for you in the future. It is always and only in the present moment. I don't care what's happened before this moment. I don't care what beliefs you've held for 50 years. None of it has any power over you right now unless you keep giving it that power. Every single now is a fresh start, a clean slate, where you can create something new. You have the power to create a new reality, and you can start right this second. And so we end right back where we started, with a question. But it lands a little differently now, doesn't it? You're holding the script. You're giving the suggestions. The question isn't if you're going to create your reality anymore. It's what reality are you going to choose to create?